today we're going to be continuing on in much the same way we made the eggshells, but we're going to be adding some new layers and coloring some of the other parts of our dinosaur postcard. Now, when you do this, I want you to make sure that you're setting up your layers exactly the way that I'm setting my layers up, because if you go to your project grade sheet, you'll see that I am going to be grading you on your layers, how you set them up, and making sure that you have the right color on the right layers. So I know you guys are creative and you can do this a lot of different ways, but since this project is really to teach you about layers and how to organize them, and I need to know that you really understand that, I need you to do this project in a particular way. Okay, so we have our eggshells layer, and we're also going to have a layer for each of the baby dinosaurs. So if we add a new layer, I want to double click on that, and I'm going to name this first layer Baby Dino 1. And then I'm going to add another new layer, and that will be Baby Dino 2, and then one more, since we have 3 baby dinosaurs, Baby Dino 3. Okay, so each one with their very own layer. Now, which dinosaur you decide over here on your image is 1, which one you decide is 2, and which one you decide is 3 is entirely up to you. I'm just going to go from left to right, so this will be 1 right here. So we're going to work with this dinosaur first. And looking at my layers palette, I need to make sure that I'm on that layer. And this is exactly the way that you did this with the eggshells. So we're starting with the magic wand. We want to make sure our tolerance is 32 and we have sample all layers checked. Okay, so let me go ahead and click on this baby dinosaur 1. And also his little tail is down here, so I need to hold shift and grab that tail. All right, and now I just need to choose a color for Baby Dinosaur 1. And then we're going to our paint bucket, and we're going to come down here and dump the color. Remember, our shortcut for deselect is Command D. Okay, and Baby Dino 1 is done. Now, if you decide you want to color Baby Dino's eyes, you would do that right now and make sure it goes on the Baby Dino 1 layer. All right, let's move to Baby Dino 2. Same thing. I'm going to select all of the areas for Baby Dino 2. It looks like they're pretty much together. I'll go back and get the tongue in a second. Let me pick a new color for this dino. Back to the paint bucket and dump it. Command D to deselect. Okay, but I do want to color his tongue because that is showing. So let me zoom in on that so it'll be easy to select. Back to the paint bucket, dump it in. Now this is where you want to make sure that little arrow is inside your selection. So if I had it out here, it's not going to go in. So you need to make sure that's right in there, that tiny spot. Then Command D to deselect. Command 0 to fit back on page. And now I'm down to Baby Dino 3, which is switching layers. Magic wand. Let me zoom in on this guy because sometimes his neck doesn't get selected. So yeah, that just happened. So you'll notice my selection isn't including this little part down here. And that's not a problem. I just need to hold shift and grab that area. And he also has a tail over here. Okay, and then Command D. Command 0 to fit back on screen. All right, and let me get his little tongue right here. Now here's a trick that if you, let's say I want these two dinosaurs to have the same color tongue, I can grab that red by going up here to my eyedropper tool and clicking on whatever color I'm wanting. Okay, and you'll notice my foreground color is now that same red. And then I can go to my paint bucket and get that dumped in. Okay, these guys look pretty good. One other thing I might want to do is maybe put a darker color behind their mouths. So let me zoom in on that. And I'm still on my Baby Dino 3 layer. Maybe make that a dark gray color. And then I need to do this one, but I need to switch to Baby Dino 2. This is where you really want to pay attention to which layer you're on, especially when you're going back and forth and working with these things. And then Command 0 to fit on page. Okay, so these guys are looking pretty good. I think I'll keep their eyes like that. If you wanted to color their eyes, you could do that. Now this big mama dinosaur is going to have her own layer. So we're going to add one more layer here for today. And you can call it whatever you want. I'll call it Big Mama. All right, and I'm going to select all these areas and fill them in, making sure they all go on this layer, and I will speed up while I'm doing this. Okay, that is it for today. Our next tutorial, you will be learning how to put on the background of your choice, and you will be using a layer mask to do that, and we'll be doing that a very specific way. So make sure that you have viewed the tutorial and reviewed the notes before you attempt to do that.